So now we have the how-tos and the goal. But guess what? It doesn't work unless you're in Success Club. Right? Right? It's not say as I, do as I say, it's do as I do. In my old company, we had a program called Players Club. Players Club, and it was everything, because everybody, every single month, knew that their goal was to be in Players Club. Same thing, trip, they've got a great trip plan. We're looking at possible other incentives, but the point is it gives you that common language again. It gives you that target to give to your new person, because when Jocelyn comes in, I'm going to let her know that this is the goal, right up front. This is the goal. And if I'm locked in on that, and that's all she hears out of me, and it's all I'm about, and it's all we talk about as a team, and it's all we talk about as a company, they'll get that every single month they should be in Players Club. Do you know what your organization will look like as all the coaches come in and are in Players Club? Fire burns up. Fire burns up. But you got to give them a goal. And to me, the goal is Success Club. I don't know if you want to say anything about this.
Well, I was just going to say, we're in our first month of Success Club. We just launched it in January. And last week, if any of you had the opportunity to be on our national coach call, which I'll give a little shout out, as I think maybe that's coming up every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Call into that number, and you get little nuggets of tips and training, similar to what you got today, but condensed into hopefully about a half an hour. But last week, we had Dallas Carter, who you probably saw on the side video. He was the gentleman from Hawaii who had lost 190 pounds, amazing results. Dallas was on the call last week, and he shared how he is using Success Club to grow his business. And what Dallas talked about was really about how goals, just exactly what Larry said, goals drive activity, activity drives success, and drives results and success. And what Dallas would do is at the beginning of the month, he wrote down how many points he was going to get. And he got with his team, with his mastermind team of coaches that he's working with in his organization, and he made them write down how many points they were going to get. Were they going to be Success Club 5, or were they going to be Success Club 10? And every time he earned a point, he would cross that off during the month. And for him, it's what kept him focused. It gave him a reason to engage with his team to make sure that they were focused and on track. And he was using the promotion to drive his business. And I can tell you that that business in Hawaii in the month of January is taking off.
It's off the hook. And it's like you said, look, what would happen to your business? Where will you be if you're in Success Club for the next 3 or 4 months? You're diamond. You're diamond. You accomplish what you want by doing the little things and filling in between, right? So, and you could do that for your team.
And
starts with you, though.
I do just want to add, one of the game plan was about attending all corporate events. I consider the trip one of those corporate events. I know we'll talk a lot of things, but I can tell you for a lot of people, I know there's a few people in this room that have been on some of our vacations, Robert and Pete, and they are phenomenal trips, not just because of the location, not just because of everything that goes on there, but because you are with the top coaches, the people who are having success. And when you are around people who are having success, it's contagious. And I can't tell you how many people have been on those trips and light bulbs go off in their heads. And that trip sometimes is the turning point from a solid business to a phenomenal business because of the interaction that they have with other coaches. Summit is a place where that happens. Meetings like this are a place where that happens. The trip is another place where that happens. So I have to tell you, I hope that people don't think, oh, it sounds like a fun thing, I wish I could be there. No, it's an incredible thing, and you need to be there. And so that's the last thing I wanted to
That's a
share
great-
on the success.
Great thing to say about the Success Club. Again, you will hear nothing, if it's me building right now, I'm just Success Club, success. I think with everything that you do every single day, you're either doing things that move you closer to your goals or further away from your goals. That you're either doing things that lead to you breaking away from the masses or becoming one of the masses. You're either doing things that help you build your dream or somebody else's. And I can tell you with all certainty that if you'll match your desire with commitment, a commitment to Carl Deichler's vision, a commitment to Team Beachbody and the great things that we do, a commitment to following the game plan, that you can have that life that you deserve, that your family deserves, that you'll figure this thing out if you stick and stay. And you can do this. So do it. Travel home safe. Thank you for spending your time.